Hi friends, welcome to today's flow. We're going to begin seated on our mats in a cross-legged position. As always, you can put a block or pillow underneath the tailbone to make this more comfortable. Sit up as tall as you can, and then if you're comfortable, go ahead and close off your eyes. This just helps you draw your attention inward and start to notice how your body is feeling right now. We're going to pay a lot of close attention to our spine in today's flow, focusing on how everything feels in our back muscles as we move in all directions. So draw your attention to your back and how it feels right now. Take a big inhale as you reach the arms up to the sky, reaching the fingertips up to the ceiling. See if you can lengthen even more, lifting up, even an inch closer to the ceiling. Plant the right hand next to your seat and reach over top with the left arm, keeping your spine lateral. So we want the chest open towards the front where your legs are and just feeling a stretch in the side body. Ease into this as if this is the first part of our flow. Keep your breath deep and even. On your next inhale, reach both arms back up to the sky, reaching the fingertips towards the ceiling. And then exhale as you plant the left hand and reach right arm over top, taking the stretch on the other side. Paying attention to how this side feels. Does it feel more open? Is it a tighter stretch? Does it feel good? Do you need to ease off? Be very gentle with yourself. Big inhale as you reach both hands back up to the sky. This time as we come back to our right side, our right hand plants on the mat and we're going to let our chest collapse towards the floor, keeping both sit bones on the mat, but feeling that curve in the spine like we're trying to fold over our right thigh. You should feel a stretch in the back part of your shoulder along the left side of your spine, differently than you felt it before. Inhale back up to the top, both hands to the sky, and take it on the other side, collapsing the chest towards the floor and make a big C curve with the back. Inhale as you gently release the stretch, coming back up to the top with both hands, and exhale the arms out wide, letting the hands come to the mat. Plant the right hand and we're going to take a big circle with our stretch positions we just had. Lateral stretch as the left arm comes over the top. Let the chest collapse towards the floor as you bring the weight forward, folding over your thighs. Come all the way around in a circle, coming forward over to the left, plant left hand, and then take that lateral stretch, stacking the shoulders before we come up to the top with both hands. Come back the other way, plant left hand, lateral stretch over the top, then let the chest collapse in a big C curve as we come all the way around, keeping it nice and slow over to the right side. Stack the shoulders so you can feel that lateral stretch along the side body, and then come back up to the top. If you're not already, find your way to face the top of your mat. We're going to take a wide-legged child's pose. So we take our knees about as wide as our mat, big toes together, sit the bum back on your heels, and then walk the hands forward as we sink the chest down towards the mat. Come to where you normally find your child's pose, and then see if you can inchworm your fingers a little bit higher up on the mat, stretching out the spine a bit more, and then relaxing down towards the mat. As always, you can use a pillow or block underneath the chest or head to modify this position. Keep your breath deep and even here. On your inhales, feeling your lungs expand on your back, not just your front. Breathing big and deep and relaxing the chest further towards the mat. Find your way onto hands and knees, stacking shoulders over the wrists and hips over your knees. We're going to take some slow cat and cow positions. Inhale as you let the belly sink towards the mat, your gaze and tailbone go high. Exhale here and then inhale again. See if you can go a bit deeper with the spine. before exhaling as we push the mat away to transition into our cat position. We curve out the spine, gaze at our belly button, inhale here, and then exhale. See if we can take it a bit deeper. Do that again. Inhale to our cow, exhale here, and inhale to see if we can take it a bit deeper. Exhale as we push the mat away, cat back, really spreading the shoulder blades. Inhale here and exhale to take it even deeper into the stretch. Inhale back to a neutral spine, and then take some side bends here, like you're trying to touch your left ear to your bum, and then take it on the right side, feeling the stretch laterally like we did when we were sitting, but kind of in a different position now and feeling it a little bit differently. So going side to side like a dog wagging its tail, like you're touching your ear to your bum, back and forth, right and then left. And then we're going to take this stretch in a circle. So starting from your cow to the left, and then cat pose, and take a right side bend. So your torso is making this big circular motion. Your head's kind of going the opposite way. And you can take this fluidly or as slowly as you like. Try a few times one direction and then change and go the other way as well. Just feeling your spine move in all these different ways. When you're ready, tuck your toes and take the bum high for a downward facing dog. Hands about shoulder width apart and feet about hip width apart. Nice long spine. You can keep a bend in the knees here. We're going to take some scapular push-ups, which really just means we're lifting our torso up out of the shoulder joint and then letting it settle back down. You can take a look at the video and see what that looks like on me before you try a few for yourself. This is going to really strengthen the upper back, the shoulders, and the core. After a few times, roll the body weight forward into a high plank. We're going to do the same thing. So we're going to push the floor away, separating the shoulder blades, and then letting the chest sink and the shoulder blades touch closer together. This is going to drastically change the height of your plank, and we just want that strength coming from the shoulder and upper back. After 8 or so reps, lower yourself down onto the belly, flat on the mat, and untuck the toes. We're going to take a few cobra lifts here. So leaving the hands right underneath your shoulders, activate the back, the lower back now, as we push up gently with the hands and lift the chest off the floor. Exhale as you come back down, and then inhale on the way back up. We're trying to put as little weight as possible in our palms, pressing the belly and the tops of the feet into the mat. Inhale up, maybe this time lifting up the palms, and see if your back can hold you in that same spot before exhaling back down. Take that a few more times, inhaling on the way up, challenging yourself to lift up the hands, and then exhale to lower the chest back down onto the mat. Keep these breaths nice and deep, inhaling up and exhaling back down onto the chest. You're welcome to stay here and continue working in your cobra pose. If you'd like a little more challenge, take the palms next to your thighs down on the mat, arms are straight, and then as we inhale, we lift the chest just like before. This time our arms are flying back behind us, and we're only using our back muscles to engage and keep the chest lifted, and then exhaling back down. You can take this a few more times, going with your own breath, taking a break when you need it. If you're working in locust pose and want to try the full expression, when you're up, also lift the feet off the mat and engage the hamstrings and glutes to keep everything lifted. And then exhale as always on the way back down. Take a little rest here. You can bring the hands up to have the head rest over onto one side and relax everything down on the mat. When you've had a moment to slow your breathing, tuck the toes under, use the hands to push the belly up, and find yourself back in downward facing dog. Inhale to three-legged dog, right leg goes to the sky. Exhale as you bend the knee and bring it forward to step between the hands. Inhale to high lunge. We're going to take the arms out to a T, straight out from the shoulders. And then bringing the arms forward in front of you, cross right arm underneath the left. And then as you bend the elbows and bring the forearms up, continue twisting the arms around each other till you find yourself in eagle arms here in your high lunge. Keeping the elbows lifted, we want to collapse forward and curve out the spine until you can feel that intensify between the shoulder blades. Don't go too far to where it's painful, but we want to feel that stretching in the upper back. Inhale as you come back up, and if you want to take a little challenge, you can arch in the back, lifting the hands to the sky. This is also a little bit of a balance challenge as we try to stay bent in the front leg in our high lunge. Come back to a neutral spine, untwist the arms out to a T, inhaling the arms up to the sky, and as you exhale, take a little arch in the back as you cactus the elbows out wide, opening up the front body and arching into the back. Inhale here, and as you exhale, plant the hands on either side of the front foot, step the foot back to high plank, exhale through your chaturanga, inhale through an upward facing dog, and exhale back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, this time left leg goes high. Exhale as you bring the knee forward, step between the hands, inhale to a high lunge. Arms out to a T. This time as we cross the arms in front of us, left will be underneath the right. And then as we bend and wrap the forearms, lift the elbows to feel that stretch. You are always welcome to stay right here if this is intense for you. If you want to take it one step further, start to curl the shoulders forward, feeling that stretch between the shoulder blades intensify, keeping the balance in your high lunge. Inhale as you come back up to a neutral spine, and then maybe take the balance challenge as you lift the elbows up to the sky, take a little arch in the upper back, keeping a bend in the front leg. On an exhale, untwist the arms, reaching them back out to your sides. Inhale, hands to the sky, and exhale to cactus the elbows out wide. Take a little arch in the back, feeling the front body open as you slowly drop the hands. Inhale here, exhale to plant the hands, step back to your high plank. Exhale through chaturanga, inhale upward facing dog, and exhale downward facing dog. Inhale to high plank, shifting the weight over the wrists, and then slowly lower down onto the belly. We're going to take these cobra and locust lifts one more time now that our lower back has had time to rest. Inhale as we lift the chest and maybe lift the hands up off the mat, and exhale coming down. Remember to also engage those abdominal muscles to protect the low back as we use it for strength here. And that you can also take an extra breath at the top. You don't have to hold that inhale because that's also not good for our muscles. Inhaling on the way up, but if you're staying there, take an exhale and an inhale before you exhale back down to the floor. If you didn't try it out before and you'd like to now, you can try out your locust pose, reaching the arms behind you as you lift the chest, and then maybe lifting the tops of the feet off the mat as well, using the entire back body for this very intense strengthening pose. Exhale on the way down, maybe try it 2 or 3 times, being gentle with yourself and taking it at your own pace, remembering to stay breathing, never hold the breath here, and then when you're ready, use the hands to lift the torso off the floor and push yourself back into a child's pose. Use this moment to completely relax the back and come back to a neutral spine and a natural curvature of the spine. When you're ready, sit up on the heels and we're going to take some spinal twists. Place right hand on the outside of the left thigh and the left hand can come to the mat behind you. Glance over that left shoulder, sitting up nice and tall. Just taking a little twist here in the spine and torso, keeping everything long and lifted. Exhale as you come back through center and take a twist to the other side, glancing over the right shoulder and sitting up as tall as possible. Gently release the twist. Let's take some big breaths together. Inhale as you take the arms up to the sky, and exhale, take those cactus arms, bending the elbows out wide, slowly letting the hands come to the floor. Inhale, bring the arms forward and up. Exhale, take them out wide. One more time together. Inhale, letting the spine move naturally. And then exhale, taking them out wide. Thanks so much for flowing with me today. See you next time.